Good morning, Miss Kim. Thank you for your time and thank you for agreeing to participate in this podcast interview. Before we dig into your story and your insights regarding your internship, let us first let the audience know who you are. So please tell us a brief background about you.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Joy Viparina. Ayun, mostly known as Kim. And I'm currently a fourth year financial management student at National University Manila. And currently, I'm also an accounting intern here at SM Prime Holdings Inc. And ayun, I'm on my last term, graduating, wala nang subjects, and just taking my internship. Also, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Congrat
21.
okay. Congratulations. Konting kembot na lang. Gagraduate ka na. Would you please tell us about the company that you are doing your internship with?
Ayun. So, as syempre, SM Prime is part of SM Group of Companies. We are a subsidiary of SM Investments, if you know SM Investments. And basically, kami yung parent company ng SM Group of Shopping Malls. So, Super Malls, SM Hotels, SM Entertainment, ayan. But we don't, let's say, hindi kami nag-gain ng profit. We are a property developer. So kami yung nagde-develop ng mga malls, ng convention centers, ng office for leasing, and what else? Hotels. Ayan. So if you see Conrad, SMX Convention Centers, hypermarkets, Save More, and SM Malls. Ayun.
All right. Could you please tell us more information about the role that you are doing right now?
Ayan. So I said earlier that I'm a finance major but currently accounting intern ako. So actually siguro ang wala lang naman sa finance is yung ibang law subjects and auditing subjects ganyan. But the basic accounting we have that, and ayan, since ano kasi like I've said property developer ang SM Prime, and in finance we have a lot of investment subjects, property subjects. So medyo well, hindi siya super aligned, hindi rin siya super layo. So here what I do is I experience doing taxes ng vendors, and I've also been assigned to land land acquisition properties. So there, I think yun yung pinaka medyo na-amaze akong part ng work here because I see the history of the previous malls, paano na-acquire yung mall, sinong may-ari ng lupa ng mall before bago siya naging mall and such. And ngayon, I'm at the general accounting. So here, I do trial balances, accruals, depreciation, expenses, budgeting, and ayun, so yung typical accounting lang. But uh, we consolidate the profit of our subsidiaries. Ayan, profit ni SM Hotels, profit ni SM Malls, and even expenses.
Ano sa tingin mo yung unique trait na meron sa SM Prime Holdings na wala sa ibang companies?
So, based sa internship experience, they have a very structured internship program. And when I say that, na program talaga siya. It's not the typical internship na ina-deploy kami here, i-hire kami, and they'll just assign tasks and see your outputs. Ganyan. Actually, we have a checkpoint session. We call that a checkpoint session every 2 weeks. We meet with the other interns from different departments. That's accounting, treasury, ayan, and even from other interns from SMDC, SM Markets, like that. So we meet with them and we have a session where we talk about our experiences, our challenges, and basically kung anong update sa internship namin, anong natututunan namin, anong na-realize namin, and we share that to our fellow interns. And it's actually a session with our HR. So if my problem or my challenges na address din with our HR, and if we have a concern na let's say gusto namin i-release pa sa executive, they really accommodate us. And aside from that, they also have a hands-on mentorship. Kasi if I will compare experiences and testimonies from other interns who were my senior, uh, they weren't really doing actual work back then eh. Mostly nag-a-assist sa printing, scanning, filing, ganyan. But here, they give you an actual work and they give you a feedback after submitting your work. And siguro, isa sa pinaka-favorite ko din here is this is my second internship na kasi eh. I was here then last term. So, magsi 6 months na akong intern here. And when I ended my first internship, yung evaluation form ko sa supervisor ko, he explained, she explained everything to me na why my goods are grade in this aspect and bakit dito ako mababa and where should I improve and anong pwede ko pang i-maximize, anong edge ko na pwede ko pang gamitin sa next internship ko kung mag-stay ba ako dito or hindi. As an intern, I feel really belong. Yung work-life balance din and actually mag-lights off sila here later. No, not exactly lights off pero magdidim ang lights. Kasi wala talagang nag-work during lunch. So, pag lunch lahat, tulog lahat. And wala ring nag-overtime. If you want overtime, you need to go to work on Saturday. So, yun yung overtime mo, isang buong araw ng Saturday.
With your experience, and sobrang dami mong aspects na binanggit mo. But what is one thing that you find the coolest thing about the internship that you're doing?
Hmm. Ang hirap pumili. Siguro, nung una, pinaka cool for me, yung leniency nila sa lunch, sa break. Kasi usually, di ba, pag employee ka, especially pag intern ka pa lang, you'd be very strict na, oh, yung end ng lunch hanggang 12 lang. So, parang on the dot kang babalik. But dito, hindi eh. Parang, ano sila, if nag-work ka, if your lunch is 12 to 1, and you wish to work ng later pa, ganyan, or gusto mong mas mag-lunch ng early para kapag-work. And they are also generous pagdating sa breaks kasi we have a morning break and afternoon breaks. May lunch pa kami in the middle of the day. Ganyan. And ayun, siguro yung kasi lunch namin 12 pero by 11:30 sinisita na kami ng supervisor namin na, "Oh, wag ka nang mag-work, kain na." Ganyan. And siguro, ayun, yung hindi mo nafi-feel yung pressure to work. Minsan ma-experience din tayo, 'di ba, na ah, yung feeling na parang kailangan natin laging mag-pretend na nagwo-work tayo, na hindi tayo nag-slack off. Pero minsan wala naman talaga na tayong work na gagawin. So ayun, yung pagpapanggap na may trabaho, so far hindi ko pa yun na-experience here. Parang babatiin ka pa kapag nakikita nilang hindi ka na busy. Wow, hindi ka na busy, tapos ka na sa lahat. Ganyan. Ayun siguro.
Leniency, that is something talaga na mahirap din hanapin sa mga
Yeah.
companies no nowadays, especially in a competitive
Mm.
um industries. Siyempre, student ka with no prior experience pa with the internship. Ano yung naging factors mo para pumili ng internship company na pagtatrabahuan mo? Ano yung options na meron ka and how did you trim it down?
During the internship fair, kasi I was the president kasi ng org. So, during the internship fair, I never really had the time na kasi may inaasikaso rin kami, a different event, sabay sa internship fair, or and kami rin yung nag-aasikaso mismo ng internship fair. So, nung time ko na to submit my resume sa mga participating companies, piled up na. Piled up na yung mga resume. So, though nag-submit pa rin naman ako, but at the back of my mind, oh my God, wala nang tatawag sa akin dito kasi nasa ilalim na yung wala nang papansin ng resume ko, ang dami ng resume. My first choice talaga was SM Investments kasi sa finance, doon ako medyo nagkaroon ng edge sa investments, sa forex, ganyan, REIT, bonds, uh, sa financial market. So, that was my first choice. But that time, hindi sila naghahanap ng intern. But I did my research about SM Investments and I've seen kung sino yung mga subsidiaries nila and other companies that are under them. So, diyan pumasok sa SM Prime. And originally, syempre, I applied for finance position. But hindi naman sila naghahanap ng intern sa finance. So, uh, syempre nung sinabi sa akin na you'll be hired but in a different department, will that be okay to you? During the interview, I actually asked what specifically will I do in the accounting department? And that time, during the interview mismo, they told me na I'll be handling land acquisition properties. Sa course ko kasi we also had a subject na related sa real estate. So, medyo may alamin tayo sa appraisal and everything. So, that's when I considered the offer kasi hindi naman malayo and I can just go to a different company next term na mas related sa finance, na mas related sa investments. But siguro yun, yung sinabi mo yung leniency actually. Para sa akin yung mga ganong aspect and yung ganong environment sa company. Parang swertihan lang siya, 'di ba? So when you got in a company that has a really good environment, that has a really good people who actually make the work lighter and fun. Isa yun sa pinaka-kinonsider ko na I want to stay here, I want to be absorbed, ganyan. So, siguro, I would say na it's not basically or hindi siya about lang sa field mo, anong inaral mo. Kasi kailangan mong maging flexible. Minsan hindi naman natin nakukuha yung gusto natin talaga 'di ba? Hindi diretsong do'n. And minsan naman may dadaanan tayong iba para makuha yung gusto natin or minsan iba talaga yung para sa'tin.
The direction that you've
Mhm.
earned, no? At least nakapunta ka sa isang sector na talagang masasabi mo na fun for you and very lenient niya kasi it allows you to grow then on your own place. And very quick question, can you walk me through the application process?
The application process, it was really easy. Like, we were given uh, sa LinkedIn kasi sila. Naghahanap sila sa schools, nag-email sila sa school coordinators, but the application was also visible sa LinkedIn. Though ako, I applied directly sa HR and not through LinkedIn. I've heard about the offer sa school ko. And nung may opportunity, that's when I applied. And sa application process, mag-email ang HR, mag-schedule ng interview, and there are two interviews, interview with the HR and interview with your immediate supervisor. And ayun, yung interview with immediate supervisor, diyan sasabihin kung anong work mo, saang department ka mapupunta, anong gagawin mo and everything, what will you need. And siguro for me yung pinaka-challenging sa interview is nung tinanong ako ng ang dami kasing may work experience, right? Napakadaming working student ngayon. And ako, I was wala. Years.
Mm-mm.
Nag-aral lang ako ng nag-aral. So, natanong ako na anong edge ko kung maraming may experience na sa corporate or sa call center like that. Anong edge ko sa kanila? Hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin lang na eager kang matuto. Sino bang hindi eager matuto? So, ayun. So, doon sa part na yun, kailangan ko ibenta talaga yung sarili ko and to showcase my experiences. Ayun. But, they were also lenient sa pag-antay na malakad
Yes.
namin yung requirements na kailangan namin and all that.
What did you find is the hardest part of the application process?
Actually, wala eh, sa compliance ng requirements for application. It's not hard at all. Siguro yung interview lang. It's not hard per se, pero, di ba, iba-iba rin yung approach natin sa interviews and iba-iba yung kaba natin. So, siguro dun lang ako pinaka na-challenge. And ayun nga, wala akong work experience. Puro ako school. So, I
Mm.
think yung mga may work experience, may edge din talaga sila sa mga internship application and ayun, siguro medyo nauna silang maka-establish ng resume.
With the interview process na mismo, ano yung question na sa tingin mo pinaka-tricky to answer? Although I think you've mentioned earlier that one of the hardest questions that you faced was what was your edge
Yeah.
compared to the other applicants? But apart from that, what do you think is the other tricky question?
I think one of the most tricky questions is when they ask you if that company was your first choice or your only choice. Lalo
Mm.
kapag first time mong participate ng internship interview or job interview, hindi mo alam kung magiging honest ka ba
Mm.
or magpapaka-simp ka ba sa company na, ah, "Oh, this is my only choice, this is my only chance, dito lang ako nag-apply." 'Di ba? Hindi mo
Yes.
alam kung gano'n ba yung sasabihin mo. But ako, nag I was honest kasi dun lang aside sa companies during the internship fair na alam kong hindi naman na ako tatawagan kasi for sure may napili na sila. I was honest na yung, parent company nilang first choice ko but wala namang internship program and very subsidiary sila. So, sila yung another option and aside from that, wala na. So, ayun, medyo tricky siya for me and actually hindi ako sure kung tama ba yung sagot ko.
Feel ko tama naman kasi kinuha pa rin nila. Sa advice mo for the other students na nagbabalak to do their internship with the SM Prime Holding, what is the advice that would you like to share to them?
Ako kung mag-a-advice ako if second year, third year, hindi sila nagpa-participate masyado. Fourth year, pwede pa nila yung ihabol. Like, siguro hindi pa nakalagay sa resume nila, but during interviews, pwede nilang sabihin yan na currently, I am a representative of ganito ganyan. Kahit mabababang
Mm.
position sa org na hindi mabigat yung trabaho. Basta may something kang experience na hindi lang puro aral. You know,
Mm.
kahit about parang administrative work sa org, compliance ng mga requirements, ganyan. Ano, may difference talaga siya. And aside from that, siguro pakikisama. Kasi if ako tatanungin ako, anong mahirap sa internship? Yung trabaho ba? Hindi. Pakikisama ang mahirap. And yun nga, yung magkaroon ng mga okay, ng healthy environment sa work, ng healthy workmates. Hindi yan, swertihan siya, di ba? Hindi lahat tayo swerte. We have to be mindful talaga of others. And aside from that, siguro, hindi natin agad madidistinguish yung difference ng corporate world and school. So, minsan, may behavior tayo na very student pa rin. Like, for example, we had an experience dito na yung may batch kami ng interns na medyo maiingay sila. So, parang school yung dating. So, nabigyan sila ng evaluation na, oh, you have to act professionally na kasi this is not school. Hindi pwedeng naghaharutan lang sa hallway kasi baka yung president ang makasalubong nyo sa hallway. So, parang you have to be professional at all times. Kahit colleagues lang ang kasama. And ayun, hindi ka lang mindful only sa tao, but with everything. Sa gamit, sa lahat. Kasi they also have different policies sa iba yung policy sa employee, iba yung policy sa intern. We have to keep up sa mga ganung bagay na first time pa lang natin ma-encounter. Ayun, yun lang, tiyaga. Tiyaga sa commute.
Gets.
minsan commute ang nakapagod.
Mm, totoo yan. Sa nabanggit mo na yung pakikisama. And I'm curious about how did you manage to be connected with the seniors and the other juniors in your company nung bago ka pa lang? What were the struggles that you faced and how did you overcome those struggles para magkaroon ng connection with them? Saka yung sa dynamics nyo. How did it work out?
Mm. Ako, it was hard, super hard nung una and, ah, yun ang pinakamababa ko sa evaluation, social. Ang baba and, medyo naano talaga ako dun na, "Oh, you have to ano, umalis ka rin ng cubicle mo, sumama ka sa'min." Gano'n. But anyway, ang hirap kasi may generation gap kayo ng mga current employees and ang hirap maki-relate minsan. Though minsan okey naman, pero mahirap mag-reach out, mahirap hindi mo kasi alam, eh, hindi mo alam kung magiging casual ka ba or dapat i-keep mo yung, line between, 'di ba? Yung gano'n. And actually, until now, fini-figure out ko pa rin 'yan. But, I think mas madali na lang siya ngayon kasi nung first kasi kilala ko na sila nung first internship ko, eh. So ayan, si ma'am ganito, alam ko na yung kiliti niyan, alam ko yung output na nagpapa-happy sa kanya, ganyan. Yung mga ganyan, siguro napadali niya and nung bumalik ako for second internship, comfortable na. But, nung first internship ko, I would say na parang buong term, I was walking on eggshells. Na hindi ko alam kung anong magiging response nila sa ganito or if may mali ako, ano yung magiging approach nila, yung mga ganyan. But, ngayon nagagawa ko naman ng makitsismis and magkuwento ng hindi naman very personal but, magkuwento ng something, ganyan. Love life or friendship, ganyan. Nakakapag-open up naman na ako. Pero I would say na mahirap lalo if let's say na kunwari introvert ka, ang hirap, sobra ang hirap. Pero yun nga, you have to go out of your comfort zone, eh. You have to meet people, you have to work with people. Hindi ka naman makakapag-work ng ikaw lang mag-isa. Kailangan mong mag-interact with them. And to make your work even more easier, 'di ba, even easy, kailangan mong magkaroon ng relationship with your workmates. Hindi not really romantic or platonic pa, but you have to build something with them, a connection, ganyan. And, siguro aside diyan, yung mag-smile and mag-greet. Minsan nakakapagod din yun, pero hangga't kaya mo, "Hi, good morning, good afternoon." Kasi minsan di mo alam yung good afternoon mo, may ano, nala-light up yung araw, bad mood pala siya, ta's nung nag-good afternoon ka, happy na siya, mga ganyan. Ayun.
Interesting kasi wala, gusto ko lang i-share na nag-ADM ako and then parang may mga connotations kami per department na marketing, sila yung outgoing, friendly, may ingay.
Okey.
Tapos pag finances, tapos accounting firm, sila yung prim and proper, tahimik.
Hmm,
So it's kind
totoo.
of funny how you mentioned na kahit na nasa finances management ka, kailangan nyo pa rin talaga makipag-interact with one another. Kasi like what you said, it is important to work and to
Mm.
collaborate. So hindi pwedeng masyado kang shy. You have to go out of your comfort zone talaga.
And yung ano, pag-reach out to them, it takes
Mm-hmm.
courage, eh, kasi 'pag nag-reach out ka hindi mo alam if you will be welcomed or you will be outcasted. So,
Mm-hmm.
you just take the leap.
Gets. Leap of faith talaga ang
Mm.
pakikipag-socialize sa buhay. Continue tayo with the learnings that you've been garnering with your internship. Siguro sa first internship mo muna, ano yung pinaka tumatak sa'yo na mga natutuhan mo with the internship and how it will relate in your corporate life and then paano mo siya ngayon na-apply sa internship mo right now?
I think sa internship 1, yun talaga yung interpersonal skills. Kasi yun yung pinaka-feedback sa'kin. Siguro sobrang introvert ko na. But Anyway, nung time na yun kasi, ang hirap talaga. Feeling ko sinasabi na ganito talaga yung ginagawa sa akin. Parang at some point, ako lang yun. Nasa utak ko lang, na feeling ko lang, nasa isip ko lang, ganyan. Feeling ko binabantayan ako, ganyan. Kung tama yung gawa ko or mali yung gawa ko. Yung mga ganyan. But at some point, I feel like I just put that in my head na wala naman talagang ganun. It was just me. Kasi, di ba, we have this, may way ng pakikisama sa atin yung mga tao and kung paano nila tayo i-treat. In-overthink pa natin. When yun lang naman yun. Hindi, wala nang kahit deeper about it or behind it. Walang beef behind it, walang something behind it. Yun lang yun. But tayo, as a person, as an overthinker, naglalagay pa tayo na kung ano-ano. So ako, siguro yun yung naging struggle ko and yun yung natutunan kong, yun yung in-outgrow ko. Kasi parang uncomfortable po ulit. Nung na-outgrow ko siya, dun ako naging comfortable mag-work, naging comfortable akong makipag-usap, and minsan ako na yung lumalapit. And dun din ako nag-start na hindi matakot magtanong. Kasi intern ako and immediate supervisor ko is a senior manager. So, marami pang rank and file under her. So, dun ako nag-start. Kasi alam kong yung mga work na ginagawa ko, ginagawa rin before ng mga rank and file nung wala pa ako. So, ngayong internship 2, imbes na directly na akong nag-ask sa supervisor ko, dumadaan muna ako sa mga rank and file na, "Oh, miss, alam niyo po ba kung ano yung ganito, ganyan?" Yung gano'n. So, sila natuturuan din nila ako. And, aside from that, nagkakaroon ako ng connection with them. Kahit, mga simple jargons na hindi ako familiar with, sa rank and file ko tinatanong. And
Mm.
usually iba-iba. Minsan ibang employee, ta's next day ibang employee naman. Just to, make sure na nakakapag-converse ako sa kanila na ngayon work related but hindi natin masasabi 'di ba, baka next day something serious na or something personal na for
Thank you. Balik tayo sa seniors mo kasi you mentioned a lot about them.
mm.
Bukod sa interpersonal aspect na growth, ano pa yung mga naitulong nila sa'yo to grow? Ano yung advantages na nakuha mo for them?
Mm.
And ano yung pinaka sa tingin mo ay helpful with your job as an intern?
Ngayon, technical skills, Excel talaga.
Mm.
Kasi wala kaming anything na nasa Excel namin ginagawa. Trial balance, pero ano lang naman yung mga yun, 'di ba? Nag-copy paste ka lang sa sheet, nag-type ka lang. But yung mga formulas and everything that will make your work easy, dito ko talaga natutunan. And siguro helpful din na I was open na hindi po ako techie talaga na sinabi ko na I think I've learned a lot technically sa Excel, sa paggamit ng Excel. And ngayon natuturuan ko na yung mga friends ko, mga juniors ko when they ask something. Nakakatulong talaga ako sa kanila. And aside from that, siguro I will be given a specific instruction. And when, let's say, may ma-draft akong something na mas effective or let's say, inutusan akong gumawa ng report and may certain template, may certain data na gusto silang mahanap and I found a way kung paano siya mas effective na makikita and kung paanong template na mas maganda siyang tingnan, ganyan. Or kung may additional report or additional summary view na pwede kong i-add. And they let me kasi, actually, isa yan sa na-comment nila na hindi ako natatakot na mag-suggest ng sarili kong naiisip or ng what I think is more effective or more helpful. Kasi I took accounting, di ba EBM, may accounting 1, accounting 2. And I took it seriously back in senior high school. So, so ngayon, parang isa sa compliment na natatanggap ko. Parang medyo may edge din ako sa accounting and parang hindi na nila kailangan explain sa akin. Pag binagawa ko ng trial balance, alam mo na and all that. Depreciation, accruals, alam mo na. Parang siguro kasi I took my studies seriously and yun lang naman yung ginagawa ko. It was really helpful and ano pa ba aside from that? Wala na actually. Ano lang, siguro ang hirap maging punctual sa work kasi minsan draining. And ako talaga ang problem ko, commute. Kasi minsan, wala alam niyo na yan. Evident naman yan.
Gets. Gets. Super hirap nga ng traffic sa Pilipinas. With the internship that you had, ano yung mga expectations mo sa workload mo, kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin? And then, paano siya nag-translate into reality? What were the expectations versus the reality that you realized during it?
Usually naman yung na-expect natin, di ba? Nag-assist lang tayo. And actually ako, in-expect ko mag-scan-scan lang ako. Yung gano'n. Pero actually, hindi ko siya na-experience here. Nag-scan ako ng mga, sometimes kasi may mga documents tayo na kailangan ng wet signature, di ba? And ayan, parang hard copy siyang document and kailangan din natin siyang i-email. Eh, hard copy na nga siya. So, doon natin siya, doon ako nag-scan lang. Pero yung everyday nag-scan ako ng something, hindi ko siya naranasan. Pati yung printing, hindi. Pero yun yung unexpect ko nung una. Kaya nang binigyan nila ako ng first task, ganyan. Nabigatan ako agad. Kasi hindi niya in-expect ko. Pero at the same time, parang fulfilling kasi totoong work yung binigay sa'yo. And totoong work na ikaw yung gumawa and sa'yo solely yung output, di ba? Tas ngayon actually medyo mabigat. Kasi feeling ko, yung first internship ko warm up lang siya. Tapos nung bumalik ako sa kanila after ng semester break, parang mas mabigat na work na yung ginagawa nila. And sa school, di ba, if may certain topic tayo, let's say depreciation, buong week depreciation yan. Ngayon, doon ako parang na-culture shock. Ngayon, minsan sa isang araw, gumagawa ako ng depreciation, ng accruals, ng kung ano-anong trial balance sa isang araw lang. And yun yung nakakabigla minsan. And siguro nung una, nakakaubos. Pero ngayon, parang wala na lang. And parang medyo ma-amaze ko rin sa sarili mo eh. Kasi parang madidiscover mo yung mga bagay na, kaya ko pala tong gawin. Kaya ko palang maging ganito. Kaya ko palang gumawa ng ganito karaming work, ganito kabigat na work na hindi mo naman naisip before na kaya mong gawin.
Ano yung isa sa mga bagay na feeling mo challenging? Kasi nabanggit mo, di ba, very challenging
Mhm.
siya. And ano yung specific work na yon? And then how did you overcome it and succeed in overcoming it?
Oo, siguro yung mga, yung mga aspect. Ngayon, may work ako, yung mga internal orders. And ano siya, parang aspect siya ng accounting na hindi ko pa na-experience ever kahit sa school. Ganyan. So ngayon, yun yung work ko ngayon. And medyo nangangapa pa ako. And yung task na yun, nanggaling directly sa Associate Vice President. So kapag natapos ko siya, sa kanya ko siya i-report. Kaya hindi naman mabigat, siguro may pressure lang kasi galing sa executive and first time and hindi ako familiar with the work. But ayun, hindi ko pa masasabi kung paano ko siya ma-overcome kasi hindi ko pa siya tapos. But anyway, I think kapag natapos ko siya or nagawa ko siya ng tama, that would be fulfilling kasi feeling ko kasi mag-report na ako directly sa AVP after this. So, ayun, siguro yung mga work na hindi ka familiar with. And kasi nga, ibang course ako. But natututunan naman. We'll get there.
Let's talk about the benefits and the career progression that is embedded in your internship.
Mm.
Could you please tell us about it? Ano yung salary benefits nga and then other benefits na binibigay niya sa'yo?
Allowance, yeah. We call that internship allowance. Sa SM Prime, we have our allowance is 75% of minimum wage. Sa ibang companies, under the SM Prime, it is being given to them through ATM. Like, kunwari sa supermalls, ganyan. SM Lay. But sa amin, sa head office ng SM Prime, we receive our allowance through check. Ayun, manager's check and ina-encash namin. And sa benefits naman, ay wala pa masyado sa intern. Ano lang, mga food, ganyan. And, yun yung mga, training din kasi yung mga session namin with HR kasi may time na yung nagto-talk sa'min, head ng HR, vice president ng HR department, ganyan. So, madami rin kaming natututunan. And ano pa ba aside from that, kasi for me, parang maganda na yung internship na 'to sa SM. SM is a really big conglomerate. Parang maganda na siya sa credentials. And personally, I think it's a good thing kapag na-absorb ang intern kasi nag-invest na sa'yo yung company, they trained you and everything. And if they chose to hire you, that means they've seen you grow, 'di ba? And they've seen kung paano nag-increase yung potential na meron ka from when you started and from when kung nasan ka na ngayon. For me, it's very structured ang internship program nila. Kasi usually, and based sa mga testimony ng seniors ko, sa ibang companies, ida-deploy ka lang nila and yun na yun, hanggang sa matapos. But kami, from every 2 weeks, chine-check kami ng HR and all that.
Yung sa allowance nyo, per day basis ba yun?
Yeah,
Tapos, i-check out na lang per month or per week?
per month. Every 20, ayan.
Mm.
So, sa isang buwan, 21 days kapag buong, pag walang
Mm-mm.
holiday, walang absences, ganyan.
Okay, gets. And then, sa absorption, ano sa tingin mo yung gateways or another position na open for you once you finish your internship and the company decided to employ you?
Able to given me an a job offer kasi they have a few vacancies and they ask if may plan ba akong magstay and tanggapin if i-hire nila ako. Surprise, yes. Kasi parang dito ko pag gustong mag-gain ng experience talaga. And I want to stay with the company for a few years pa. Kapag may vacancy, syempre mas malaki yung chance, di ba, na ma-absorb ka. And usually, based experience ko, bago sila mag-open outside, externally, kung may intern sila currently, they will ask first. So, tatanggapin mo ba if mag-offer kami sa'yo, ganyan. If you say yes, hindi sila mag-open, hindi sila mag-job opening. Kasi the slot is for you na. They will only ask for your updated resume, ganyan. And yung mga, though hindi ka pa, let's say hindi ka pa regular or probationary, intern ka pa rin. But, parang, ano ka na, parang sure ball ka na dun.
Right now, ano yung mga long-term career plans mo? After your internship, doon nabanggit mo, but I would just like to elaborate more on that. Ano na yung mga nakikita mong next steps mo? What are your next steps in your career
Mm.
after that internship?
Ako personally, after internship, ayun, wala akong balak tumambay. So, if ma-absorb ko, I will continue to work agad and gain experience within the company lang ba,
No, sa buong career mo na,
buong career
progression.
niya. Ayan, so, I want, ayun, ngayon, if I will think long term, gusto kong magstay sa company ng 3 to 5 years, ganyan, and just to establish my credentials and bumalik sa academic after kong mag-gain ng experience. But siguro mag-masteral muna ako. And actually, ito yung medyo ano pa ako. Hindi pa ako sure sa mangyayari kasi accounting, di ba? Meron kayong licensure, ganyan. Kami sa finance kasi puro kami certifications. So, parang ayokong i-close yung sarili ko sa mga opportunities and baka kapag tumagal ako dito and magkaroon ako ng change of heart, baka mag-enroll ako ulit, 'di ba? For accounting, ganyan. And few years na lang yun kasi I already took a few units and a few subjects na I won't close the door for that opportunity. Pero ngayon, sa gusto kong mag-gain lang ng experience dito and actually lumipat sa ibang field na mas aligned sa finance and mag-masteral sa finance or just business in general and uh, to qualify for certifications. Ayan yun. And consider law school din.
For the CPA lawyer. Okay. Ito naman, parang Miss Universe question type. If you were given a chance to go back in time and then redo your internship, would you still choose SM Prime Holdings as the company to do your internship, or would you choose another, and why?
I will choose the same decision I've made. Kasi, una sa lahat, originally, hindi yun yung plano ko eh. 'Di ba? It was already our direction, let's say. And ngayon, I think, parang grabe lang yung alignment na, kasi if I look back, wala akong regret, wala akong sana ganito, ganyan. Wala actually. And parang ngayon, feel ko, parang I'm just really aligned to where I should be right now. And parang at some point, uh, I don't, sa school kasi, sa school kasi hindi ako sunod kilay mag-aral. So parang sa work, medyo ano rin ako, sana sa work, hindi ko rin kailangan maging workaholic. Ganyan. And ngayon, na-achieve ko pa yung, hindi, never pa ako nag-uwi ng trabaho sa bahay. Hindi masyadong nagkakasakit, ganyan. So, parang, alam mo yun, parang for me, ito yung kailangan ko ngayon and ito yung kaya ko ngayon. So, if I go back, SM Prime pa din.
Okay, thank you. And ito, similar siya sa question ko earlier kung anong advice mo sa mga students. Pero right now, let's tweak it a little bit. And I would just like to ask you if you would give a final advice for all of the inspiring interns of SM Prime Holdings, what would you like to say to them? And then second question is, sa overall na internship, ano naman yung advice mo for them when they're starting out with their internship? Ano yung mga bagay na dapat nilang i-look out and hanapin sa companies?
For students na mag-apply pa lang ng internship, I think, first, syempre una sa sarili mo muna, diba? Make sure na may edge ka. And, alam mo, hindi naman kailangan na magaling ka agad or alam mo agad lahat. But siguro, if we say, ayun nasabi ko kanina sa credentials eh, if you're in third year now, may chance ka pang mag-participate sa kahit anong curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities para mailagay sa CV mo. Kasi may ano talaga yan, may impact talaga yan. And aside from that, if you will look for a company, actually okay din yung nagtatanong sa seniors. Kasi, di ba, if you know someone na nasa certain company and you want to consider that company for your internship, you can just ask, ano experience nila, is it okay? Ganyan, kasi sa mga kabatch ko, may mga experience talaga silang na-exploit sila. And from my school, we also experience na may mga students na pinull out from a certain company. Pinull out sila ng school namin kasi na-exploit. So, you have to guard yourself then sa mga ganong companies. And aside from that, I think importante yung thorough research, yung background, kung ano ba yung company na to, ano yung ginagawa niya, ano yung other businesses ng company aside sa, di ba? If let's say na retail kayo, ganyan, anong products niyo and everything. You have to know that. And di ko masabi yung sa environment na mamili ka ng environment kasi malalaman mo lang yan kapag nasa loob ka na eh. Ikaw na, nasa iyo na lang yan kung paano mo lalagpasan kung mahirap yung environment, paano mo siya i-bear, and kung iti-take to heart mo ba siya. Kasi kapag pangit ang environment, for sure, may isip mo, hindi ako dito mag-internship to. If ma-internship to ka, di ba? Or, hindi ako ano dito, hindi ako magpapa-absorb if i-absorb man nila ako. Yung mga ganyan. Interviews, application, just be yourself. Kasi kapag hindi, malalaman nila if you're being pretentious. Diba? So, ano na lang, just be true to yourself. Dapat eager kang matuto. Eager kang makadiscover ng maraming bagay and ng maraming bagay about sa sarili mo, about sa ibang tao. Ganyan. And if you're thinking of applying sa SM Prime, ako, masasabi ko na it was a really good internship experience and I have learned a lot and madami akong na-discover and ayun. There's this saying ni Albus Dumbledore na help will be given to those who ask for it. So, actually, don't be afraid to ask for help kasi minsan, ba, minsan may mga bagay na hindi naman talaga natin kayang gawin mag-isa. And may mga bagay na hindi naman natin alam. So, mag-ask tayo ng help and minsan ayaw lang natin humingi ng tulong kasi takot tayong ma-judge or takot tayong maisip nila na needy tayo, na wala tayong alam. But actually okay lang naman kung wala kang alam, 'di ba? Kung kulang yung alam mo. Paano tayo matututo if we don't ask? And and if you start to reach out to people, ako for me, parang si universe na lang yung mag-send out ng mga tao sa'yo na, alam mo yun, naka-align sa aspirations mo, sa energy mo, and makakatulong sa'yo all throughout.
Thank you, Miss Kim. Ito,
Mhm.
very quick question lang kasi
Oh,
nakalimutan ko itanong kanina. Ano pala yung setup ng internship mo? Full face-to-face ba kayo, remote, or do you guys do hybrid setting?
on-site.
On-site. So,
Yeah.
full
Mm,
na face. Alright. Uh, sorry, sabi ko last questions na yun, pero
okay.
ito na talaga, pinaka-last question. Ano sa tingin mo yung benefits ng pagkakaroon ng full on-site setup for your internship?
Yun, yung on-site mismo. To, Kevin eh. Kasi, tawag dito, wala akong experience sa hybrid or
Mm,
sa online. This is my first experience lang and on-site agad. You get the whole package. Ganyan. Ayan, yung
mm,
struggle sa not exactly benefit, pero kasi buong experience na siya, yung travel, papuntang work, yung pagbabudget mo ng allowance mo, hanggang sa next release ng allowance, and yung, yung just, yung pag-deal with people every day, diba? Medyo minsan nakaka-dead but nakakaubos ng energy. But feeling ko, mas madami kang matututunan and marirealize kapag on-site kasi you're not isolated sa isang place. Though, ang daming benefits din ng, di ba, ng online kasi save sa pamasahe, sa food. But, ayun, parang to each the own na lang.
all right. So that's it. Okay, thank you, Miss Kim, for your time and for your participation in this podcast and review as a career ambassador. And rest assured that your story will be reached out to a lot of students and your story will help them to kickstart their internship and their career progression.